I wonder if you could, your centers lately have been very young. I wonder what kind of impact getting a veteran in the middle like Drazenovic will make for you.
I think the biggest thing is really in the face-off circle when you have that veteran presence, just understanding that the gamesmanship of face-offs and maybe not so much strength, but understanding intricacies of the face-off. That's where those guys really come in handy in controlling what's going to go on in there. Where sometimes younger guys aren't as focused on the whole thing as opposed to just trying to win the draw. And I also think he brings some stability within your lineup where. That's a position where when you have guys in there that know the system and know what's going on, it makes everything a little bit easier.
Right, because that defensive responsibilities
sure,
too.
Yeah.
But that said, while Ebbett's been up and Drazenovic's been out, you've had rookies, D and Sheary and Marcantoni, and Rowney's only a second-year guy. These guys have really held their own, haven't they?
They've done a really nice job, and credit to them really is the responsibilities of the center, understanding the system defensively and on breakouts and things like that. That's where you need those guys to be on target. They've done a fantastic job. They've really worked at the face-offs of getting better and like I said, understanding. Sometimes if you're struggling against a player, even in your D zone, you can score it on your back end, even if it's to the net. So there's been a lot of growth in that area, but it's a tribute to those guys. That improvement doesn't happen if they're not working at it.
The other thing I wanted to ask you about was you guys are 7-0-1 on Fridays. Do you think that's coincidental, or do you think that you guys have really sort of hit on a schedule of practice during the week that has you ready to go on Fridays?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a combination. I think the weeks we've done some things a little bit different this year. Just when we've had these longer weeks, where I think the energy level's been up on Fridays, particularly going into the weekend, and we've been able to work on a combination of some really difficult days where you're working on your conditioning and battles and things like that, some individual skill, and then some team concepts. So it seems as though it's worked. I don't know if it's definitely a recipe, but we're definitely ready to play.